Arriving at Phuket Airport, you can already see you're on a paradise island. This is your first step to a holiday of a lifetime.
Absolutely stunning. Burgers, beers, boys, done.
Food and cocktail.
Or where the nightmares begin.
That flew yesterday.
I've missed my flight.
So not good.
It's where cultural differences and the language barrier
Sorry?
We don't need to go to the hospital.
can trip up even the most experienced traveller
We are not allowed to stay here anymore.
We were meant to go to Bali.
and remind you you're thousands of miles from home.
I'm going home tomorrow.
But you're in safe hands as the airport staff are just waiting to solve your problems.
Welcome.
It's gonna be another busy day for us.
It made me excited all the time.
So put your seat back and tray tables in the upright position as we arrive inside Phuket Airport. Located on the sandy shores of Phuket, the international airport's runway is literally just a stone's throw away from the beach, giving millions of passengers the best views of the gorgeous Nai Yang beach as they touch down. It's obvious the holiday has started when you see that view. However, the beautiful setting does come with setbacks, and statistics show that takeoff and landing are the most dangerous moments during a flight. So, Phuket International Airport's fire department are the team ready to spring into action in the event of any emergencies, should they happen on land or sea. And today, we're joining the team along with Station Officer Na and dive expert Peter, who's been volunteering with the airport's fire crew for 5 years to deliver their sea rescue training.
Just all about being prepared and ready for any type of accident that happens out at the sea and being able to respond appropriately. It's all about sea rescue training. A great part of that is the dive training. We work as a team to try to enhance their skills and get them to where they need to be.
And Peter brings his unique American approach to getting the lads ready for action.
You think they awake?
Yeah.
Okay, now training. I retired from the United States Marine Corps, and I bring a lot of that with me in the training.
The firefighters are split into 2 teams and set the task of assembling their diving gear quickly and efficiently. Errors at this early stage of a real rescue could result in fatalities.
They've done this enough time. I want them to do everything by themselves this time.
Yes.
Everybody pick equipment, pick everything, do everything. When they're finished, then you and I are gonna check, make sure everything's okay. But I don't want to give them any help. Let them try to figure everything out. That's where they're gonna learn the most. Let's have a check. Check everybody's equipment, make sure everything's good to go, okay?
I check that nothing incorrect.
But Peter's eagle eye spots a problem.
Yeah, right?
See, look, come here. This one here. Okay. Have long hose? Donate long hose? Pool? No. Ah.
Tangled pipes could cause air blockages and therefore no oxygen in an emergency situation.
Okay? Okay. Okay. Check. Sip.
So there's a punishment.
I want to build the best water rescue team that I can possibly build. If there's an incident, if there's a problem, I want these guys to be able to go out there. I mean, their job is to protect lives in the event of a disaster.
Thailand is a mecca for travellers and backpackers out to expand their horizons and get to see a different culture. And just landed from London and waiting for her bag is Phoebe in Phuket to meet up with her BFF, Sid, from Australia.
I really don't like flying, but the thought of me and Sid are going to be together in the same place, in the same time zone, in like no time at all is really, really exciting.
Even though she's not the best flyer, being able to see her mate after a year is what got her through.
Okay. All right. Then disappear. I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye. So that was my best friend Sydney. She is from Perth, Australia, where I used to live. We're currently meeting up in Thailand. I'm very excited, like extremely excited. I saw her last year in Perth and it was very emotional leaving the airport and everybody thought we were like married or something, but it turns out we're just really good friends. And I speak to her all the time, but it's nice to just be together again. We met when I was in school in Perth. I did a couple of years of school. We went to a super Christian college and we were sort of the only kids who weren't incredibly well behaved. We bonded over being slightly badly behaved.
However, Phoebe's journey has been far from clear sailing.
So she's been here about an hour already. We did plan to arrive at exactly the same time, but obviously didn't work out that way. So unfortunately, I missed one of my connections. So she's currently waiting for me and I'm trying to find my bag. I don't even know where my bag is or even what flight my bag was coming with.
Phoebe missed her connecting flight in Bangkok due to over-shopping at the airport, which now means that her bag is somewhere that she is not. But the duo still have plans, with or without the bag.
We are off to Old Phuket town and we're just going to go from there. We generally just make things up as we go along, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully nothing bad happens. We've had some sticky situations over the years, but don't tell my mum that.
So, it's not just flying you're scared of then. Well, you might not be going anywhere if your stuff doesn't turn up. At check-in, one passenger is not happy. Say hello to Max from Russia. He's been in Phuket for 2 months and has arrived for a flight to Kuala Lumpur to continue his travels, but he's having some difficulty due to the lack of his ones and twos.
I'm going to Kuala Lumpur, but I didn't get to the plane because I didn't wear the shoes and they didn't give me the ticket. It's very impolite for Thai people to do not accept me to go to the airplane because I always walk without my shoes everywhere and I don't really like it. Yeah, I'm mad actually.
Okay. In fairness though, shoes are a pretty basic requirement in a busy public place like an airport.
They told me, you have to go to the store and buy the shoes. I told them, no, you can accept me. I walk in airport and ask people to give me some shoes. Yeah, and they give me, I go to the desk and ask them to go to Kuala Lumpur, but they told me gate is closed.
Hang on, so you just randomly went around asking people for their shoes? Miraculously, Max did manage to get some women's sandals, but it turned out it was pointless, seeing as, by this point, the flight had closed. Looks like it's going to be a long day for this one. But while Max waits, there's a big influx of tourists flying in to celebrate Thai New Year, or Songkran as it's officially known. The national holiday is marked with a huge water festival that takes place in streets across Thailand.
My name's Michelle and my husband's name's Peter. We've often come here for the New Year and the water festival.
Yep, it's literally a massive water fight in the street.
Songkran's absolutely mad. We witnessed it 2 years ago in Pattaya, and Pattaya was absolutely balmy.
Mad, wet, very, very wet.
And everyone on the street is fair game.
There was people with water pistols, there was people literally lifting buckets up, throwing them over.
We got powder thrown at us, we had really cold water thrown at us. Ice cold water all over you, drenched.
And everyone is up for a laugh and all in it together.
I saw little children with water pistols to big adults playing. It's just like one big party, really.
I became from like 60 years old down to 25 years old. Okay. And you're sort of trying to relive it again, but it's just so manic and just so fun.
Big part of the reason why we've all come back again the same time again this year, really, to be honest.
You've got to see it to believe it, I think.
And we'll see more later on. Every year, thousands of tourists travel to Phuket, not just for a holiday, but to try and improve their health. As Kim from Titan Fitness knows all too well, he runs one of the largest fitness centres in Phuket. And he's currently here at the airport this evening, waiting for a friend of his to arrive from overseas.
I'm here to pick up my buddy, Steve. We met 13 years ago. I'm Swedish, he's English, but we met when we were backpacking And we kept in touch, and now he's gonna come and train at my gym. So Steve's gonna focus more on rehab. He needs to work on his strength and his core and get his back sorted.
Having injured his back years ago, Steve is looking to build himself up to prevent further injury. So Kim has set Steve up with the perfect personal trainer at his gym.
In my sort of mid to late teens, I played a lot of rugby and a lot of football, and I slipped a disc. And yeah, so gradually over the years it's gotten better, but it still goes 2 or 3 times a year.
Why, I missed you. You're looking good. So are you.
I'm not here to get big or, you know, I'm not here to become the best at exercising. I just want to be able to play football with my mates when I get back home and, you know, be able to get up in the morning afterwards because, yeah, I haven't been able to do that and it's doing my head in a bit.
And amongst all the back rehab and training, the two friends get to pick up where they left off and have a proper catch-up. And we'll check in on Steve's progress a little later on. The airport's fire brigade are arriving at the beach just metres away from the airport's runway for some important deep-sea rescue training. With the airport's close proximity to the sea, the team need to be ready to respond to all emergency scenarios.
We're responsible for an area about 10K out from the airport. And what makes Phuket unique is on the departure end or the approach end of the airport, we've got water on both sides. So we've got twice the probability of having an issue over water since we're surrounded by water everywhere.
The whole fire department is trained in sea rescue, working with Peter once a month to keep up to date on their techniques.
Okay, good. Our main focus is going to be on aircraft ditching. So if a plane or a helicopter ends up coming up short or ditching after departure, it ends up in the water, that's the first thing that we're training for.
This is no pointless training exercise, as the most dangerous part of any flight is the takeoff and landing. And with 14 reported emergency evacuations in the last 10 years, the team need to be up to date with their life-saving skills.
Okay, ready? Ready.
These double tanks weigh a hefty 38 kilos, but it means that divers can stay in the water for twice as long.
They're just going to work on trim, buoyancy, navigation, fitting techniques, just kind of the basics and try to perfect them. And hopefully they're going to come right back here using just the compass to navigate out and back, and we'll see how close they get. The rest, they're going to go on the boat and they're going to work on their water rescue techniques.
As part of their ongoing training and with such high stakes, the squad will be judged harshly if they don't succeed. Remember May at Animal Quarantine? We met her a couple of weeks ago. She dealt with a windy Russian dog. Well, today she's checking the 2 much-loved pets of Tony, who's relocating to South Africa.
This is Miley. She's 6 years old, and she's my best friend. And this is Ren. She's 7 years old, I think, and she took 2 years to be my friend. She used to sit next to me for 2 years while I was writing and never come near me. After 2 years, she came down and let me pet her. So today I'm bringing the dogs for a veterinary check and for the paperwork check, and in 10 days' time, I think, the dog and the cat will fly, but we have to do this check, all of the paperwork. She has had blood tests and everything to make sure she hasn't got any diseases or anything. So all that's getting checked today. All of the details to do with them moving is being locked in today.
Quarantine, I check document before, check document, check doc before. Many tickets, healthy, microchip, import permits, vaccination levy, passports.
Wow, so many checks. Glad I'm not a dog. Wouldn't get through.
There is a chance that if she contracted something in the next couple of days or week or something, and they discover that in South Africa, that she might get held in quarantine there and sent back to Thailand, which means I'd have to come back to Thailand. I don't want that to happen. We've spent so much time planning this, and this move is pretty big and it's pretty emotional too, and to do it without the animals would be just I couldn't imagine doing it. I probably would have rethought our plans, stayed here instead. It's super critical that the animals come with us, not only for quality of life, but she's like my companion, she's my best friend.
After a couple of hours of medical checks and filling out paperwork, May finally delivers the news.
I make document, health certificate and export license. Your owner, Tony, my dog and cats go to South Africa.
Tony is over the moon that his babies have been given a clear bill of health. And with the official thumbs up, the three of them are free to leave Thailand and start their new life together in South Africa. Ill health can strike passengers at any time. So, trained for any eventuality while you're on board your flight is Chad. This badass flight attendant is well equipped to serve you as well as save you.
For Thai Airways, you need to be able to swim at least 50 meters non-stop. For safety training, every year you have to go through everything. You have to get in the water, jump off the slide, and fight the fire. CPR training, and also learn how to deliver the baby.
Mum of two, Chad, has been working as a flight attendant for 23 years. I mean, how's that possible? She only looks that age.
I love what I'm doing, and I never consider any of my working day as a working day. I enjoy every single day that I get on the flight, and it still seems like the first day to me.
Chad is one of 6,000 flight attendants flying with Thai Airways and can fly between 70 and 100 hours a month and somehow manages to find the time to be a crazy fitness fanatic.
At 5 o'clock I got up, I get ready, and got my hair done, got my makeup done, just to make sure that I'm gonna be on time. So here I am right now at the airport, ready to take off.
Chad speaks Thai, English, German and Japanese, which means she gets to fly all over the world. Normally flying on the Airbus A380, she's an expert on the world's largest and most spacious passenger plane, which carries up to a whopping 508 passengers.
I will have 2 days off, and then I will have another flight. 3 challenging flight. It's going to be overnight flight. Turn around, but overnight to India. My favorite. Being a flight attendant, you're pretty much gonna be everything. You gotta be able to serve food, but not only that, you have to know about wine, cheese, the cooking term. Goodbye.
And so, as Chad is off to prepare for her passengers to board the flight, at check-in, we've got this fella, flashing his flesh.
I'm getting ready for the cold again. I'm going back to Canada to get nice and chilly, so layering up. You're ready for the cold snap.
It's holidaymaker Ryan from Toronto.
Well, if you want to talk about temperature difference between Phuket and Canada, last week or so ago, about 86 degrees Celsius.
Can that be right?
So just a little bit of a difference. You can throw hot water in the air and it turns into smoke back home. Wow, this is only layer for now. And then when you get towards Canada, it's gonna be some thermals, some pants, another set of pants, boots, a blanket if I need it, because my sweater is in my friend's car. So when that arrives too, I throw on an extra layer. It's official once these go in the trash. They've seen a lot, these shoes, so at the end of a hot vacation, not so good anymore. And it's officially ending.
Oh, I know someone who'd kill for a pair of crappy old flip-flops right now, even if they are smelly and falling apart. Our barefooted Russian, Max, is also in departures.
I'm waiting for a reply from my friend. He'll bring some shoes for me. I got shoes at home. They are not in really good condition. They have a lot of holes and stuff. I live with my friends on Phuket in big community. We are eating only fruits and living together. I am a part of this Russian community who eats only fruits. We are doing yoga every day and stuff like this. We love living life and share positive emotions every day.
Ah, that explains a lot.
Actually, I live in Thailand. I have a business in Thailand. I'm selling shoes on Facebook. Easy money. I don't like shoes. I don't like to wear clothes. I prefer to walk naked, but it's very impolite, and I could not do this, actually.
So Max is a naturist who hates wearing shoes, but is happy to sell them on the internet. Do you think he sees the irony?
Brand new Nike, Adidas, Off-White, Supreme. Yeah, and luxury brands like Louis Vuitton. Only 100% original, no fake. I just like to do this, that's why. I can get money and travel around the world. I have my phone and a lot of business friends. They can help me for some money. I always control everything in my phone. No problems. I got the ticket very fast. But actually they know I have missed the flight. I'm waiting for the shoes. My friend told me he will bring it. I think in 2 hours it's okay. Yeah, I have time. I'm just waiting, sitting here, waiting for my flight.
So, once he's got his shoes on, Max can get himself through security for his new Kuala Lumpur flight. Just don't stub your toe before then. Phuket is a hotspot for the fitness-obsessed, with Cha Long in the southeast attracting thousands of people to its gyms every year. And at Titan Fitness, in the heart of the fitness hub, Steve from Worcester has come to train with a specialist to help him with his ongoing back problems.
Just been here twice a week, trying to strengthen my lower back. Marie advised me not to do any of the classes just yet.
At just 19, Steve slipped a disc in his back playing rugby, and it's never been the same since.
Excellent.
So when Marie asked me what my goals are for this training period, I just said that I'm not the kind of person to do triathlons or CrossFit or anything like that. I just want to be able to go for the odd run and play the odd game of football and still be able to get up in the morning, because at the moment, I can't.
Marie, Steve's trainer, specialises in back injuries, having experienced issues with her own back, so he's in good hands.
3, 2, 1, down.
Steve met the owner of the gym, Kim, more than 10 years ago when they were both backpacking through America, and Kim seems happy with his friend Steve's progress while at Titan.
He's definitely a lot stronger in his back. He's a lot more confident, and I think he walks better. So no, he's doing really well.
And having lived in Phuket for 7 years, Kim, from Sweden, has witnessed a growth in tourists coming to Thailand to improve their fitness.
Tourism has changed a little bit. It's not only us now who are doing these fitness retreats, and so there's so many other gyms have opened up after us. So this area where we're in, it's 10 different gyms. But seeing the improvement and meeting people that are coming back and hearing that we're changing people's lives is the reward.
So, if you want to get fit, people, get yourselves to Phuket and get physical. Remember fearful Phoebe, who's meeting her Australian best friend in Phuket? She's the one scared of flying, and her mum, and had lost her bag.
Unfortunately, I missed one of my connections, so she's currently waiting for me, and I'm trying to find my bag. Sid has been impatient. She wants to know if I found my bag yet. No, I haven't. So the last time we were together was about a year ago. So far, I left Australia 2 years ago, and we've managed to meet up every year. And I do plan on going back one day. Hey, baby. Okay, now I can see my bag. I'm coming. K. I'm gonna go grab it, okay? I'll be there soon. Thank you, bye. Okay, this is the exciting bit now.
Finally, the two mates are nearly back together.
I'm coming.
Oh, you big softies.
How long are you waiting?
Ages.
So this is Sid, my best friend in the whole world. I'm always late. I'm sorry.
I missed her. I feel better now.
I'm gonna cry.
Don't cry. We're good.
Oh God.
My heart feels funny. I don't know, I got heart palpitations. I've been waiting for it for so long, so now it's refreshing, it's good, I've got her back, so.
Then we go party for 10 days. I'm so happy. I just want to go and have a great time for the next 10 days, get drunk, do stupid stuff. really hope my mum doesn't see this.
Don't count on it.
These your bags? Oh no, don't look like you know where you're going.
And so, finally, the drinking and stupid stuff can begin. Sorry, Mum. Arriving back into Phuket is student Leon. Currently studying in London, he's back to learn a brand new skill and probably to get his mum to do the washing.
I actually grew up here. I went to school here and my family still lives here, which is part of the reason why I'm back. I'm also here to do a training course that will allow me to work on super yachts, which I could do in my free time off of uni and breaks and holidays.
Split smooth. Fancy pants.
I just figured it's a good way to make money and see the world at the same time, and it's better than plane stewarding, because then you can be on a boat and actually be on the water and see stuff.
But there's tons of training before Leon is anywhere near ready to work on a yacht.
This is a safety course, so just basic safety training on a boat, basic fire safety training, first aid, stewarding. I enjoy the open water, definitely more than flying. It's just a small seat and it's so cramped, whereas boats you can walk around. I'm starting my course today, so I'll be heading there as soon as I get out of the airport.
Our fella Leon is hardcore, starting his course after a 16-hour flight. But not before a hug and a squeeze from Mum and dropping off his dirty washing. On the other side of the airport boundaries, we find the fire department, taking part in a water rescue training day, where they're honing their skills in sea rescue. They need to be ready to respond to anything, from aeroplane crashes to emergency landings on water and tsunami threats.
Now we're going to switch the teams and take off on the boat. So we're just preparing them for the first scenario that we're going to do. They're really not quite sure what's going to happen because I like it to be a surprise. They know something's going to happen. They just want to be as prepared as they can for it because they don't know what yet.
Peter's going overboard comes as a bolt out of the blue. And the squad must act immediately to save him from the water.
Everything's about timing. Whether it's a diving accident, if someone gets run over by a boat propeller, if it's an aviation accident, if there's any trauma, any bleeding, it's all time critical. The sooner we get to the body, the sooner we can start CPR.
Peter weighs 100 kilos, so getting him out of the water before he drowns takes the whole team.
Because there's only so much we can do. It's not the same as having an ambulance or having an hospital. If they're bleeding, first thing we do is stop the bleeding. Then we start the breathing, and then we protect the wound. The objective is get them to the beach, get them to a hospital through the ambulance as quick as we can. Very good! Okay, good job. Can always get better, but I'm quite happy with the way things are progressing. Until we can snap our fingers and we're at the hospital, that'll be good enough. We don't have that technology yet. We're always going to train, get better, 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 better. Now let's see how they do with a panic diver. Go! When there's a diver in the water, they may appear really calm on the surface, but you don't have any idea what you're going to interact with. It could be somebody calm until you get there, and then they try to climb on top of you because they're trying to climb out of the water, which is quite normal.
With Peter proving to be a difficult casualty, another crew member jumps in for support.
So they've been taught to, when that happens, push a float between you and them, approach from behind, don't let them get a hold of you, and to just wear them out. until they have no more fight left in them. And once they're tired and worn out, that's when you can safely bring them back to the boat.
By communicating clearly and listening to each other, the team get the victim on board and Peter's pleased with the gang.
You okay? No. Okay. Hey, now you know why you have to have good fitness, huh? It's good fitness. They're quite sharp today. I'm happy with their performance. I really want them to be up to international standards, where the rest of the world can look at us and say, wow, they're good. I trust going on a plane because I know if there's an issue, there are going to be competent people that care there to take care of me if I need it.
Arriving in from Australia are Carol and Richard, who are here to see family and get their super soakers out.
We've been to Thailand a few times, but it's an opportunity because my son resides here and he's got a partner here, and it's a birthday, 40th birthday, so we can't wait to celebrate Thai style, so this will be interesting. We've been told there's a Songkran festival and it's very unique and it's worldly popular. I think it'd be fun.
It's going to be fun.
I think I can handle myself. As long as they give me a big spray, I'll be right.
And their son Aaron is waiting outside with his partner Nan to welcome the pair.
Good, man. Yeah, we're in Songkran, so we had about a 6.5-hour drive down to Phuket. A lot of tourists around today, so it's going to be pretty exciting. Everyone's going to get wet, have a lot of fun.
Songkran for me is fun and it's good for the Thai people and very many tourists here. It's good fun in Patong.
So if people want to come for Songkran, put it on your bucket list.
Newlywed Serge and Kirsty are also heading out onto the streets.
We have heard about the New Year's festival. We don't know a whole lot about it. We kind of just got lucky that we happened to be in Phuket in the time of Thai New Year. We plan to buy water guns and maybe some balloons. Yeah, we've heard Bangalore Road is the place to be, so if you're around during the time, you definitely want to make your way down there because that's where it's happening.
Chris from Australia has just landed in Thailand to join the other fitness fanatics flocking to the island.
I'm here for 8 weeks again this time and just want to improve my overall fitness.
Chris is hoping to beat a personal best on this trip by racing up the Big Buddha Hill for a second time. Big Buddha is one of Phuket's biggest tourist attractions and sits at the top of the steep 6-kilometre Neckered Hill. It's also become a big draw for the island's gym bunnies.
I think I got about 28 minutes last time.
Wow, that's
good. Got to try and improve on that.
Well, we'll be sure to check in with Chris later on to see if he's able to smash his record. We're out at Galileo Yacht Marina, the largest super yacht marina in the Asia Pacific, to see Leon, who's here for his yacht fire safety training.
This afternoon, a fire is going to be set and we're going to go in fully suited and we're going to go in with a hose and we're going to put out the fire in the safest way possible. A bit nervous, a bit excited.
Thomas is the course's chief instructor of fire and survival, and he'll be putting the team through their paces.
Being part of the fire team, I need to teach them the equipment that they find on board that they have never seen before. It's their first training experience with fire. Leon, you want to be team leader. You're number 1, you're number 2, and you're number 3.
I definitely felt there was more added pressure for me to stay calm in the situation since I was going to be the first one down the ladder, the first one to extinguish the fire, and the first one on the nozzle.
So I want you to go inside, get a real gloves.
So Leon has been made team leader out of a team of 3, and it'll be their job to put out the controlled fire safely.
More nervous than I was before, because everyone's gone now and it's just us now, so more tense.
Up. Have air.
So, with their protective clothing on and kilos of breathing apparatus, the moment of truth has arrived for Leon and his little team.
Go to your assessor.
The metal container represents the numerous decks of a super yacht. And with 2 fires lit, the team must extinguish them safely in order to pass the course.
Okay, ready?
Once I got inside, the amount of smoke was much more than I thought, because in all the practices they had smoke machines to kind of get us ready for that feeling, and I thought, oh, this is nothing. But then once you get in there with the real fire surrounding you from both directions, it gets a bit freaky.
But finally, with the fires extinguished and the whole team out, it's up to Thomas to decide if they've passed.
I wasn't expecting to be that physically exhausted coming out, but as soon as you get out of that main ship after you've finished putting out the fires, I felt slow, I felt lethargic. I just felt like everything was moving much slower.
Congratulations. Thank you. Yes, man.
I definitely feel prepared to combat any fires or situations that might be thrown at me working on a yacht. It's definitely put a lot more inspiration and passion into me actually wanting to do it, and I could actually see myself doing it after finishing this course.
So, now there's nothing more to do than relax, or weirdly roll into the pool if you fancy. Each year, Phuket sees thousands of tourists coming to visit its many temples and historical sites. Just like the island's Big Buddha, which sits on an intimidating hill. However, this bunch of determined gym bunnies, including our man Chris, are going to run up the hill to pay him a visit.
It's tough work. You gonna give me a lift?
Nah, getting a lift is cheating, Chris, but not much further to go, and then you can get back to the hotel and collapse by the pool.
Last kilometre. Just thinking about that.
Yes, time for a well-deserved break. But this isn't the first time Chris has run up the hill to see the Big Buddha. So this must be a walk in the park for him.
Dying now.
Oh, maybe not then.
Yeah, it doesn't really get much easier the whole way along, but got 27 minutes, 58 I think it was, so faster than 28, which was last year's time. It's good to come out here and beat my time, and still got a couple of weeks to go as well, so hopefully can improve on that as well.
Well, he's nothing if not determined, but it's time to set off again. And finally, after another grueling half hour, the person they've all come to see comes into view. And a very tired Chris gets to walk up the steps to welcome him and soak up some of the best views in Phuket.
Yeah, I think everyone's pretty happy to have made it and get to see the massive Buddha statue here. I think they're more happy to get back for breakfast though.
And then it's beach and margaritas time. Because you can have a margarita at breakfast time, can't you? When you're on your holiday? Can't you? Over in Patong, it seems Richard and the family's preparations for the Thai New Year Street Water Festival are well in hand.
Who wants to get wet?
I've got the double banger here, so I'm pretty good.
These two here shoot a lot of water, use a lot of water, but you got the twin turbo and you got the secret weapon.
Good to see this lot are not going to get caught short.
This one is not too heavy for the water. Put water in the bag, just only put and enjoy the water.
Don't know what our tactics will be today, but somebody targets us, we'll just go as a group, target them back.
I'll be targeting anyone that targets me, you know, and I'll be giving it to them.
This is one mother not to be messed with.
I gotta pick on the little ones because they're easy targets.
Or he could just hide behind the wife. But locked and loaded, it's out onto the streets for these guys. And with so many people on the street, it's easy pickings.
Storm. Don't try to play me.
And Kirsty and Serge from America are having just as good a time too.
We gotta watch each other's backs.
However, they've made the rookie mistake of small water pistols, but quickly rectify the situation with super soakers. So now, armed and fully pumped, the guys are ready for battle.
It's extremely
really wild out there. You don't even have a second to breathe. You're getting shot from straight ahead, behind you, left, right, even like from above.
And below.
I love being in the thick of it. Just fun. It was a lot of fun. For any age, you know, no matter what walk of life you're from, it's hard not to have a good time walking through that crowd. And I can totally see why people go so far out of their way from all over the world to come here for this festive day.
You cannot have a good time. Like, it's very exciting and fun.
I'm getting ready to go back out there.
Yeah.
I don't know who's with me.
I'm with you. Cheers.
And as they get right into the Thai swing of things, Richard and the family are having the time of their lives.
Everybody gets involved, regardless the age, and there's young people, older people, and everybody gets into the spirit of the event, and we want to be part of that spirit because it's something for us that we haven't experienced before.
Oh. As you can see, we're pretty wet already, a lot of fun happening. I think Mum and Dad are thoroughly enjoying themselves, so it's good to see.
Oh, absolutely soaked. They're actually throwing ice-cold buckets of water on you, but I'm absolutely loving it.
I've never been to water fight like this, and it's amazing to see. We're loving it, you know. This is the best ever.
Happy summer 2019, baby!
And as Phuket washes away 2018, all that's left to say is Happy New Year.